I just want to let you all know, I fucking love Mike Flanagan. So The Fall of the House of Usher is a brand new Netflix horror miniseries created by Mike Flanagan and co-directed by him and Michael Flanagan, to which I do apologize if I butchered your name, sir. We primarily follow Roderick Usher, who is primarily played by Bruce Greenwood, as he starts to recall a very questionable and a very mysterious and a very not so great past as his children start dying in mysterious and brutal ways. Alrighty guys, so let's get into The Fall of the House of Usher.
You're goddamn right.
As you all know, I mean, I've been doing this ever since 2020, but I love horror so much. But in particular, one of my favorite filmmakers within the horror genre is Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan is one of those horror filmmakers that every time I hear he's coming out with a new project, whether it's a TV show or a brand new film, I always make it my goal to watch his latest thing. Mike Flanagan is a filmmaker within the horror genre that does something that just not a lot of filmmakers do, and that is that he concentrates on characters and this underlying suspension and dread that the moment that scare comes, it stays burned in your head for such a long time. When I found out he was making a brand new TV show based on the works of Edgar Allen Poe, you bet your ass I got excited. Edgar Allen Poe, I mean, if you don't know who Edgar Allen Poe is, I strongly suggest you read some of his literary works. And to say that The Fall of House of Usher was one of my most anticipated shows of the entire Next to Last of Us was kind of an understatement. I'm so happy to say that The Fall of the House of Usher is a brilliant piece of work, and it easily, without a doubt, ranks up there with some of Mike Flanagan's best work, whether it comes to TV or film projects. Seriously, this show is fucking brilliant. All of the performances here are fucking fantastic. There is not a single performance that is even just a good performance. Everyone is bringing their A game. Can we just say how amazing of a cast this show has? Just to read a couple of names off of here, because literally, guys, if I were to name every single, or excuse me, if I were to try to remember every name in this cast list, I'm pretty sure I forget someone. But just to name a couple of names here, I mean, we have Carla Gugino, Bruce Greenwood, Mary McDonald, Carl Lumbye, Samantha Sloyan, Raul Cooley, Kate Siegel, Henry Thomas, Mark fucking Hamill's in the show. I mean, guys, seriously, the cast and the star power in the show is absolutely incredible. I'm so happy to say that this is a show that uses every bit of its cast to its full potential. I should have mentioned this earlier, and I do want to apologize in advance. This review and this video is a bit discombobulated, but believe me when I say this, there is a lot to talk about, and do not worry, completely spoiler free. For everyone who is wondering, my review of Fall of House of Usher is going to be as spoiler free as possible. Here's what I can say when it comes to Carla Gugino in the show. Carla Gugino, there is a certain part in the show, it gets to a point where Carla Gugino's character kind of has a revelation to her character, and my god, it is brilliant. Bruce Greenwood as Roderick Usher, the elderly Roderick Usher, I thought was great. Not to mention as well, Zach Gilford, I thought was terrific in this show. Mary McDonald, I thought was also brilliant. Lulu Wilson for the limited screen time that she does have. Carl Lumbye as Augie and these conversations that he has with Bruce Greenwood. Again, the cast is absolutely amazing. But just to go over a couple more cast members, you also have Tanaya Miller, who was in Haunting of Bly Manor, by the way, and she is also just terrific in the show. Raul Cooley, I thought was so brilliant in the show, and by the way, his episode, it's trippy. Kate Siegel, who, as you all know, is Mike Flanagan's wife, continues to knock it out of the park in her acting roles. And something I love about Kate Siegel is seeing the range that she has of an actress throughout the projects that I've seen her. I mean, seriously, going from an incredible performance in Hush, Midnight Mass, and now playing this character that you kind of despise in a way, but at the same time, you completely understand where her motivations lie. Oh my god, also, Henry Thomas in the show, again, all the cast members here in The Fall of the House of Usher are brilliant. One particular cast member I must talk about, Mark Hamill. He plays a character that typically sticks to the shadows. He is the lawyer, essentially, of the Usher family. Mark Hamill is so brilliant in the show, and there is a particular scene that he shares with Clark Regina. My god, Mark Hamill is damn brilliant. Gotta give mention to Samantha Sloyan. Samantha Sloyan as one of the Ushers. Again, her range as an actor, going from such a despicable character in Midnight Mass to an Usher here in The Fall of House of Usher. I genuinely can't wait to see where her career goes after this. Brilliant is the word I keep saying, but it's the only word I can describe how I can describe the performances because everyone is that damn good in the show. Going on to the next thing that I absolutely love about the show, and that is the directing from both Mike Flanagan and Michael Flanagan, which, by the way, Mr. Flanagan has really come a long way from not only being a terrific DP in Mike Flanagan's work, but to coming into his own as a filmmaker, as a director. The way how Michael directs some certain sequences in the show, especially a sequence near the end of the show, legitimately left my jaw dropped. Mike Flanagan continues to show why, at least in my eyes, that he is, yes, at least in my eyes, that he is, capital I-S, is the best, all caps by the way, the best director working in the genre. There was something in particular that I noticed about The Fall of the House of Usher, and that is that in terms of the actual genre. Now, don't get me wrong when I say this to you guys, is The Fall of the House of Usher a horror show? Yes, but also no. Fall of the House of Usher definitely has much more of a dramatic center to it, while having these underlying horror themes, gothic horror themes, which makes complete sense because, I mean, again, it's based on Edgar Allen Poe's works, but still, The Fall of the House of Usher, more than anything else, feels like a family drama, a very compelling and very razor-sharply written drama, to which I'll get on to writing here in a little bit, but still, with these underlying elements of gothic horror and tension and gore when the gore parts do come. Mike Flanagan and Michael Flanagan have created a show that have blended seamlessly elements of such a well-written family drama along with these great gothic horror elements in between. And the way how this is all combined and intertwined together, I think made, honest to God, for some of Mike Flanagan's best work in a long time. Mike Flanagan continues to show why he is not only one of the best horror filmmakers out there, but one of the best directors in general. Not to describe Michael Flanagan's work, because I genuinely want to see him doing his own thing outside of Mike Flanagan's work, seeing how great he did with this show. The Fall of the House of Usher has some brilliant writing, and the best I can describe the writing, essentially combine the writing of a show like, let's just say, Succession, and kind of weave that together with what they did in taking the works of Edgar Allan Poe, and that is the show in a nutshell. And what we have here is a show that constantly throughout has razor sharp writing that constantly keeps you on the edge with some great tension and suspense with that writing. And on top of that, a show that is actually really funny at times. Just the way that Mike Flanagan and Michael Murray keep you guessing, along with the brilliant writing, and especially showcasing how each family member dies. I will say this much. In episode 2, the way how everything crescendos in this one scene, I legitimately went, holy shit. It was a scene. It was a scene, and as all I'm going to say about it. I've heard this is actually Mike Flanagan's last foray in Netflix shows. If this is so, he went on a serious bang with this. One thing in particular that I must mention, and I have been talking about this ever since I've been covering Mike Flanagan stuff, ever since Oculus, but that's the horror aspect of Fall of the House of Usher. The Fall of the House of Usher, more than anything else, feels like a family drama, a very sharp family drama, with the horror aspects underlying beneath everything else. If you guys have seen Mike Flanagan's previous work, you will know exactly how Mike Flanagan approaches the horror genre. In particular, this is a man that does not rely on jump scares. Oh, don't get me wrong to you guys. Are there jump scares in The Fall of House of Usher? Yes, but they're so well implemented. One particular actually did make me jump. There is a particular shot in which how he frames up a shot, and unless if you're paying close attention, there's something in the background that you'll probably miss. Like, okay, just to give an example, and again, no spoilers, there is a great conversation that Roderick is having with Augie. There is a single line of dialogue that Roderick shares with Augie. And if this were any other horror filmmaker, they would have immediately cut to probably a jump scare. But no. What does Mike Flanagan do? He keeps you on the edge of your seat until he cuts to that next shot and you're thinking, what the hell is going on? And then at the last possible second, something moves that you don't even notice. And legitimately, this was my reaction. What was that? What was that? Whether it comes to great suspense, a great jump scare, something that you don't see until the last possible second, or keeping you with a sense of dread that does not leave you until literally the end of the episode where your eyes are left wide open. Something else that I must mention in terms of the horror aspect. Gotta tell you all, this show is gory. Fall of the House of Usher is without a doubt Mike Flanagan's goriest work yet, along with Michael Nagari's goriest work yet. Hats off to them for not only creating such great suspense and great tension with great dread, but ending in a way that makes you go like, fucking brilliant. Not only is the show so well shot, but the music as well is also brilliant. One more thing that I must talk about is each episode's ending, and now of course without spoilers, but still, each ending of each episode is either absolutely incredible or it is insane. And that is all I'm going to say about that.
Oh, no.
If I were to say any issue with the show that I have, and this is me reaching, I wished it was longer because it was that good.
What's it gonna be, Doc?
So overall, The Fall of the House of Usher is brilliant. It's terrific, it's awesome, and above everything else, The Fall of the House of Usher easily goes up there among Mike Flanagan's best works, along with some terrific work from Michael Nagari. All in all, The Fall of the House of Usher is an absolutely brilliant work, and I am absolutely going to give The Fall of the House of Usher a 5 out of 5. Check out The Fall of the House of Usher. It's fucking brilliant. So comment down below and let me know. Are you guys looking forward to The Fall of the House of Usher? Are you not looking forward to the show? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'm also on Twitch. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames are in the description below. I hope you enjoyed my review of The Fall of the House of Usher. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click it right there or right there. And of course, when my next review or video goes live, I will see you all next time.